One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rockets will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Under fire. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Quarterback moving. Fires to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Well, you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. The defense clearly not full, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Connection to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here comes the option. Oh, there's always football in the bad pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Toledo. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finding an escape route. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake, now to throw. He turns it loose to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Off play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rockets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Rockets will call on their punt team.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, better look out! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. tripped up for the tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the right. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Direct snap. Creates a little space. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Harmon. At the 40, there he goes. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. throw again after the incompletion. It's caught downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
One more snap coming before halftime. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Looking to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Rockets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's a 0. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's a 0. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Rockets will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. The quick out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Thanks for grab. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Banks going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Russell. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Hurd! They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Crosby. Oh, what a cut! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Snagged in the middle. It's a 0. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Card in the backfield. It's Russell. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. They'll run the screen. Touchdown! Thundering Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the fields.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Rockets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding.
He'll take a shot. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rockets.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Sends it back in motion. From the gun. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pressure coming. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Got the first down and still on his feet.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Marshall.
The Rockets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Marshall.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Short field payoff with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires left. It's complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snags it down the right side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this